we're live. Hello again. Welcome back, unfortunate people who decide to watch this stream. I'm Omega Party. I play Casper Zergoff. And this is the next guy, Tolnok.
Yeah, we didn't decide the order, so I didn't know who. Yep, I'm Tonok. I'm playing Nickum, the token elf. I don't know who I'm supposed to pass it off to. I guess Ben, because yeah.
Fuck Prince Wanderer, that's why.
Cool. I'm Ben. I'm DM. I run the ship. And I play everyone else. Over to the bald-headed one who's going to give us a recap after he introduces himself.
Well, supposedly so. So I'm the infamous Prince who plays Randall Wilder, who's returned from his stint away after a bit of self-inflicted poisoning. But I've come back stronger than ever, of course. I'm ready to break this shit down.
I don't know, you don't have the same colour as your wall.
What?
You've gone blue.
I've gone blue.
You've got like a pinky blue.
It's a lack of oxygen in my life. I'm just self-suffocating. This is what the cool kids do on Talking Ticks now.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
But on with the actual session. It's supposedly my responsibility to do the recap for a session I wasn't there.
Yeah, but he did say that he re-watched it on YouTube afterwards, so...
He's our only
Again, I can subscribe, everyone. All the videos go live, and support is appreciated. Of course, we're great all the same if no one's watching. A recap of the last session was truly a heroic one, because every single person there probably at a very sweaty bottom by the end of it, because they were close to death for predominantly the whole session. They were caught up with our somewhat close to nemesis now, a demonic flaming creature that's been hunting them down relentlessly. Finally caught up with them outside of Wood Lodge.
The Mystery Knight.
Their adventures, the mystery night. After the adventures of befriending a werewolf, because that can happen. They thought they were all in the clear, and off they're ready to go. And then, in comes a demonic knight, out of nowhere, straight for Sir Steve Sweetheads. Thought he was going to kill them all. But with a bit of teamwork, determination, and I would say grit, but no glory, they managed to take the beast down. But the last person to make the final blow, to their surprise, has now been marked as the new. So onwards they go,
fucking
with
sucks.
brave adventures, and trying to get back off the Wolfswatch to enlist the help. Because this quest is far from over.
I mean,
God help us, we do need the help.
We just want to get to Wolfwatch now, but apparently Ben says we have to travel there, even though we all voted to fast travel.
What's a bit of D&D without some travel roleplay sessions?
Yeah.
Sitting there silently staring at each other.
Casper's going to work on his ingrown toenails. That is the session.
I'm going to charge it as much as possible. Because when you go on a travel mission,
I'll use my
the only thing to do to annoy the DM is just split the party as many times as possible. Hopes that he just skips straight to Wolfswatch.
Yeah. We can all take different ways.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have split the party pretty much every session we've ever had, apart from last session.
Well,
at the start you split the party again. Yep. So yeah, every single session party. At one point, I thought I was gonna have to split the campaign in two because, Steve and Alexei, who was another character long gone now, were going one direction, and these two fuckers, Randall and Casper, were going off in another direction.
We are the main characters.
we were the OGs of the campaign.
Yeah,
Well-
we're detectives.
I'm the no addition.
Yeah, you're our new little buddy.
Toll came in after that little drama. Yeah, you guys are traveling because we're doing Grit and Glory, and traveling is a thing in Grit and Glory apparently. And anyway, Brandon's not here, so I thought I'd slow things down a little bit.
Can we just kill him?
It's
I mean,
his fault.
if you
bastard.
want to,
That would be
Wouldn't take much.
that would be pretty gritty.
and a little bit
And
dark.
glory.
A little bit dark.
Lots of glory.
Up to glory.
Pot killing a half lame man in his bed.
You never killed one before.
I slayed Sir Steve. They will sing songs of me.
No, no one's killing Sir Steve. in his sleep.
Pussy.
He is very injured though. After fighting the werewolf 1-on-1 until Randall intervened, and then taking a lot of blows because the demon knight was targeting him mostly. He's pretty fucked up. So yeah, he's pretty injured, and he's passed out. Like after you like initially kind of ride away as fast as you can, sort of thing, and catch it like when you let your horses rest. Thanks for the visual demonstration there, Ollie. So Steve essentially almost like collapses in his saddle. Squire Tommy has to like kind of like catch him, and Tommy and Rachel basically take hold of him to try and basically nurse him back. And in your couple of days of travel, he's definitely going to be out of it. He's not mumbling in his sleep. He's in a little bit of a stupor. You're not sure whether he's got like sepsis or something. I don't know.
No, the signs.
Yeah, I
And
know.
the doctor of this group confirm he's not going to make it. Get the shovel. We'll leave him on the side of him.
Hey, you've already had to, bury one guy. So.
Did we? Who did we bury?
Oh, I know
buried him.
you buried him.
Did we bury him? Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, we liked him. He was an NPC. I thought you meant player character.
No, not a player character.
No, we left him out in the trash.
The only player character that you have had die have been the guys that left and
He was he was ran over.
Yeah, one guy was run over and then one guy you guys actually killed. So
We didn't kill him. He fell down the stairs.
I kicked him from the server.
He wasn't killed by our hands. Killed by the.
I'm pretty sure.
Our hands were clean. Both stairs are very guilty.
Ban button wasn't clean.
Don't worry, Paul. They were both halflings, so you're safe as an elf.
And to be
Oh
fair,
yeah, we don't.
no, the guy was talking about punching, like beating up horses or something.
He was, yes.
He was, and he wanted to steal from priests.
He wanted to beat up animals and steal from priests. So
We put an end to it because we're the good guys.
The stairs of the karma, the eternal intervention that was deserved.
Paul's there thinking, I might not hurt animals, but I'll definitely steal from some priests.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was basically my line of thinking. I was like, the first one I'd never do. The second one, well, I mean,
Priests, I suppose.
well, I mean, we have tied up a priest before in the bathroom and then stole his clothes.
When did we do
But he-
that?
Priest.
That was the cult priest. There's a difference between.
Yeah.
He was a bad priest.
That's
Yeah,
a
he was a touch
cultist.
kids priest. Yeah.
And what you want to do on a Friday night with priests in the bathrooms is with your own, discretion.
What you want to do in a bathroom on a Friday night between you and a consenting priest?
wasn't consented.
Yes. He did not consent to that swift punch in the face that Casper delivered to him.
You know,
Mm.
sometimes you got to get your hands dirty.
All right. I'll give you the opportunity on your first
Fast
night,
travel.
first night's rest, in case you want to, I don't know, have a little rundown after, because you didn't really get the chance to have a little, kind of simmer down after that fight. After Nikim realised that the brand was now on his hand, no longer on Steve's. And after you buried Cal, your trusty mercenary friend who gave his life in defense of you guys.
Cal's a good guy. Steve doesn't
he was.
deserve him.
No, but you guys haven't really had the chance to kind of like chat until like you stop for the evening when you realise our mounts are getting tired. We've been riding hard. We're gonna need to rest. So you guys start setting up for camp. Steve's being tended to by Rachel and Squire Tommy. Some of the guys are a little bit glum after losing one of their men in arms. What do you want to do?
Casper will stand back and watch the group as they are mellow and see if morale improves, and if it doesn't, Casper will become the leader they need, even though he is very not charismatic.
Randall will, once everyone's settled down, he'll pass out a nice little candle and a drink to everyone. We're going to have a little vigil for our fallen soldier. We're going to say some words around the group of our dear departed Cal and how he will be missed for all of us. That's it. Well, yeah, we're all going to stand around the campfire with a little candle. We're going to sing songs of sorrow. We're going to remember the better times of Cal. There's going to be a montage, maybe black and white, and there's going to be a few moments drinking, fighting in a pub, memories we had, memories we shared.
Till
Maybe
now, I always got by on my own. I never knew it's then to
DMCA.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna be...
that was beautiful.
Casper could do some Cascadian ballet. East End.
I'm not sure that's really appreciated in this part of the world.
You know, if you want to do a nice Cascadian version of Ave Maria, I think
I can't do the Ave. It'd be Ave Ruana anyway.
Ave Ruana. We'll sing Ave Ruana around the campfire.
I don't
Reminiscent.
think Casper has the voice for it. But
Do you want to try?
I don't know.
I would like to lead the singing, but in the version of a role, not in terms of my voice.
Back, no?
You have to sing, and your mic quality really makes it shine.
I'm sure it does it through a headphone.
Casper leans over to Nick him. Oh, he's singing it as a fugue. That is very impressive.
It really showcases how much in pain he is.
Yes.
It's...
What is that? Fugue in D minor.
A little tear is going to come from Randall's eye. His voice quakes as he does it.
Casper would like to attempt the high bits, just to try and save him. Sasquase, Pantase. But he sings it in Cascadian.
Roll with me, brother.
I will roll.
Oh dear.
I haven't rolled yet. You don't know how bad it is. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's really bad.
We turn into Tolnok. We turn into our elven friends. Come in with.
We're too high. We need some bass.
Yeah, come in with a big crescendo. Bring it home.
I mean, it sounds like you're summoning a demon, but
We already have.
you already have. That's true.
He's your problem now.
Yeah, I don't want to tempt fate with it on my hand now. Also, I just realized my performance is low, but I just looked at yours and I was like, oh, I have the highest performance of the three of us.
You can really bring it back.
Performance was gonna
We're
be
actively
important.
hurting morale at the moment.
Oh yeah, morale is just a very, very low point of this.
I'd call it dangerously low.
Yeah.
I have a plan if this goes wrong. I know how to boost morale. So it's all down to.
Is Nickham going to come in with a base?
Or is it
Begrudgingly.
gonna be like, I'm going for a piss, guys. Bye.
You're distancing yourself from this.
Well, kind of the thing that I was gonna do is just like, while the two of them are doing that, I was gonna just pull out my dice set and just look to the others and be like, "Wanna play a game?"
Alright, Jigsaw.
They can sing, and I'm just like,
Come on.
Have we improved
just
morale then?
gambling.
You guys are singing, like, Nicky pulls out his dice. Like, he gets a couple of strange looks because that's not really the time.
We're drunk.
Boars stands up with his beer and just, over the top of your singing. A toast. To our fallen man. And he, like, gives you, like, an elbow when you don't stop singing, Casper.
No, I do stop singing. Sorry, I'm drunk.
And it, may he fight forever.
Hey.
Just downs his drink.
Don't have a drink. I'm just going to...
I'm gonna change the pace a bit with some different songs.
Oh no, you're still singing.
Oh, God.
He's still singing. He's gonna go around patting the backs of everyone, going, "Always look on the bright side of life." Well.
Casper assesses the situation.
Randall is very drunk right now. He's gone overboard. It's tipped him. That last downing of a drink with pause has sent him over.
Is it going poorly, Ben?
It is. It's not going well, and like Casper, Randall's getting some like a dirty bit of side eye from Boars and Jimmy and Keith, who themselves are quite injured. The only people that aren't necessarily giving him a bit of stink eye are his cousins, Andre, Josiah, J-Rod. They're kind of used to this sort of like, let's get just absolutely wankered to commemorate someone. That's their tradition. You know.
Casper will saddle up to the sad people.
Okay.
And, my brothers, I apologize on behalf of Randall, but that's how his people celebrate the life of a friend. He does not mean it in a terrible way. He only means to remember Cal as a friend and keep his memory alive.
Balls nods.
He,
Hey.
unfortunately, Cal paid the ultimate price today, but we can learn from this. The threat we fight is real, whether you're here for money or belief in Ruana. We've lost a great friend to their evil, and they should spur you onwards, inspire you. You do not want to let Cal's sacrifice be for nothing. Take the night, get drunk, sleep, hit trees, whatever you have to do to get the sadness and anger out. But you need to be focused again in the morning, because we don't know when that thing is going to come back. And we need to be ready, because we don't want to lose anyone else.
Roll me a persuasion advantage. And I'll even give you a D4 to add to it as well.
Good, because Casper is on some sort of spectrum.
It's a language barrier.
It's a 12.
Boars kind of looks at you. Hey, I'm getting old anyway. What better cause to die for? raises his beer. Keith kind of just like shrugs. People die all the time, but I think I'll go punch some trees. And he stands up and takes himself off, and you see him punching some trees in the background. Jimmy, however, I'm not too sure, Governor. I'm not even sure this is for me. You know, I just signed up for a Bitcoin. It's a bit of reputation, you know. Now people are dying to some fucking flame-eyed demon knight. I mean, what the fuck's going on?
Jimmy, you have to understand, if you're here for reputation, this is the kind of situations you're going to be in. You don't get a reputation for nothing. But these are the fights that will make a name for you.
Kind of like...
People don't want to remember you as a chicken chaser, they want to remember you as the demon slayer.
Yeah. I'll think about it.
Okay. Please do.
I'll take a walk before I sleep. Yeah.
Take a walk. Jimmy, you're a valued member of the team, and I would not like to see you go.
He nods.
We're a brotherhood from now on out. We watch each other's back. Just as we all watched Sir Steve's back. We'll watch yours.
Yeah. You look over and like Rachel and Squire Tommy are still tending to him. Werewolf Jimmy. He's kind of keeping himself to. He's like sat way off to the side. He wasn't involved in the fighting. He was still pretty damn injured for that with the Demon Knight. And he's off with just on his own, kind of sitting off to the side. But I mean, he's not got anywhere else to go, so he's got to stick with you guys. But yeah, seems like Keith and Boar's they're kind of very much on board. Boar's definitely, he's an old vet. He wants somewhere to die with glory, essentially. Jimmy's the only one that you're a little bit unsure of.
Have Randall kill him. Okay, understood.
Solution to everything.
Take him out.
Let's roll and see.
Cheer up, guys. We'll be in Wolf's Watch tomorrow morning.
Oh, you won't. Okay, so you wake up after some of you for a heavy night of drinking. Randall, you're definitely hungover. Like you have a proper stonking hangover. Sunlight is hurting your eyes. Like it's not good. Like you are putting your hood up. Like you are shading yourself as much as possible because you're in a dark place right now. And you see that Jimmy is still with you. Jimmy Three Fingers has stuck around. His nerve held out. He actually rolled a nat 20 on his wisdom check to whether he was going to stay around or not. So,
man, Jimmy, I'm gonna buy him something.
just buy him a beer will do probably. Yeah, so you begin your travels. You're following the road that goes from Wood Lodge to Wolf's Watch. It's not really a road. It's just like a worn-out dirt path. Like pretty much most of the roads in Green March hasn't existed as a country long enough for many roads to actually be in place. It's just a worn-out, straightest path possible between the two settlements. You've passed some people on your journey. The first one you didn't really take notice of who you were passing because you guys were riding pretty damn fast. But this second day, like you're not necessarily like taking it slowly, but you're going at a normal sort of riding pace. And we'll say after you've kind of like stopped, or maybe not stopped. I don't know. You guys tell me. Do you stop for a midday meal or do you eat on the move?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to rest the horses. You can't have them going all 24/7, can you?
Yeah, we'll do the generic hunting phase.
Yeah,
Gathering.
yeah. We're just getting towards watch at quite a quick pace.
Yeah. Okay.
Akin to fast traveling, maybe.
Can we utilize any downtime we have while traveling?
It depends on like whether you want to go quick. Like, let's say, do you want to go quickly or do you want to, like, because obviously you guys, you don't necessarily have loads of like rations left after all your traveling. So yeah, like if you wanted to take a few hours of like hunting, that would obviously put you in good stead. That sort of thing.
Good old ranger abilities I shall provide. There's
Roll me a survival check then, my friend.
I believe I can feed up to 5 people naturally without rolling for it.
Oh, you can. Well, you've got how many people in your group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got 12 people. 12 people in your group.
Okay, well I'll take a hunting party for the other 3.
Yeah.
I'll take 3 people. Me and 2 other people will go hunting. I will take my cousins. I'll take my cousins for a good bit of hunting. That's what he said.
Yeah, take them away. I'll sit down next to Jimmy. I'm glad you stayed, Jimmy.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. I'm not gonna lie, but my ma wouldn't be proud of me if I bucked out now. You know.
That's understandable. If you ever have second thoughts, come talk to me. I'm sure I can make things right.
Yeah, I will. And if you need anything of me, you know, you just tell me. I'll do it. All right. I'm all in.
You're a good man, Jimmy. When we get to Wolf's Watch, I'll get you some nice drinks. I'll get drinks for everyone. In fact, we'll have a nice time in Wolf's Watch. We'll have a big celebration before the big push part up north.
Oh, I look forward to it.
I pat him on the back and go wait for lunch.
All right. A couple hours pass. You know, takes a little bit of time for rounds to go out, find something, kill it, and bring it back. But I'd say yeah, with that roll, we're fairly solid. Comes back with a small deer, enough to feed most of you, well, all of you pretty damn well. So yeah, Randall, you come back, you and your cousins, carrying a nice sized deer to feed the group. Venison for lunch and dinner.
I would also like to utilize some downtime to do some foraging for herbal remedies to help improve the conditions of our companions and increase their healing.
Okay, roll me another survival check then if you're looking for.
I did accidentally double tap, so you're gonna take the second one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You find some to make some herbal remedies. You might not have time this stop to make them, but you've got the goods.
You have the goods.
And there'll be poultices all around, just slapping on wounds.
How many poultices? How many poultices can you play?
I think it's 1 per short rest or something.
Oh, is it just 1 per short rest?
I think so. I can't really remember the rules, to be honest, mate. I don't often make notes.
Have you not got that written down in your?
I'll look it up and come back to you.
Is it not written on your sheet?
Wow. Good.
I'm not that efficient.
Good work. So Ben, what do these people that are passing the other way look like? You mentioned them earlier.
Okay. So it's a mixture. You've got some. There's like your standard like traveling merchants. They've got their carts. There's farmers that are going from like farms to towns to sell their, pass on their like certain like crops and stuff, excess. And then you got like just standard kind of like townsfolk traveling from one place to another. There's no one that looks kind of necessarily dangerous. Like there's no one like armed. You do pass like a few like maybe armed men, but they just look like kind of like freelance mercenaries that are moving from one place to another. There's no like roving bands or band like you don't pass any knights or wealthy people in the days of travel.
I know all about wealth.
You do.
Us
You're a
wealth,
rich.
we can spot each other from afar.
You can. However, after you've had your deer, your venison, and get moving again, probably near to like mid-afternoon, you notice that like people are starting to like build up almost. There's almost there's like a build up of people moving the same way you are. You realize that you haven't like passed people coming the other way for quite some time. And yeah, there's like almost like carts that have stacked up and people kind of like milling around the road. And some people appear to have kind of like sat down, almost like they're waiting to move on or waiting to pass through something.
I look to Nickum. Nickum, why don't you ride up ahead and see what the hell's going on?
Easy enough. Yeah. Go do a little bit of reconnaissance.
Okay. Yeah, you probably have to like ride off the beaten path, more onto like the actual like grasslands, fields. So you have to kind of like slow your mount a little bit, bit more uneven here. So riding a bit more carefully, but you pass maybe like 7 or 8 carts, loads of people, and you come to a bit where essentially there's some guards at the end. They appear to be like they're bearing the shields that have the sigil of green of Wolf's Watch on them, so the wolf's head on the shield. They appear to be barring the way, and you see the bit there where they're barring. There's like 2 overturned carts. There's like dead bodies strewn everywhere, and there appears to be other guards kind of like milling around, like searching things, like investigating the scene.
Okay. Of those that are like doing investigations and such, is there anyone that I can pick out that's like a guard of more prominence or of like higher standing or ranking? Is there like anyone in particular?
With your passive perception, which I believe is absurdly
25.
high, yeah, you easily pick out. There's a guy kind of just standing, like arms folded. he's he's a well armored man, and you would recognize the armor of a Emerald Knight. He's got
Yep,
the
that's what I was looking for.
yeah. This is the guy on the map. So yeah, he's decked out in his full Emerald Order gear. He's got his handlebar mustache. His probably, you'd guess anywhere between like 30 and 40. So he looks like well experienced, but he's the only Emerald Order Knight like, there, but he appears to be overseeing the operation.
Okay. And has it, in terms of like carts that are coming and going, like traffic, is it like everything is at a standstill, or is it more just slowed down as people are going around, or?
Yeah, everything's kind of stopped. Some people are going around the edges.
So it's just not horses or like carts or things like
Yeah,
that.
so the guards are trying to like stop people from moving because they're like you hear a couple of shouts like no there might be tracks there or that sort of thing. So
Okay.
they're trying to stop like movement just so they can investigate the scene fully. But you can see that they're a little bit undermanned and
Mhm.
you look at some of the guards investigating the scene. They're just like kick a bit of like armor. Uh, Shrug to the person next to them. They don't really know what they're looking for. They're enforcers. They're not.
Yeah, they're just like, duh, this one's dead.
Yeah.
Got it.
He was killed by a weapon.
This one still has an arm. Cool. I will, yeah, I'll head back. Um, well, good news is not anyone that's particularly looking for us, but there is a perhaps accident or an attack or something that has happened. Some dead bodies, turned over carts, and some other Wolf's guards, the guards from the Wolf's Watch are investigating. Though there is one thing, there is a knight from the Emerald Order that is overseeing things. So maybe we should keep Sir Steve hidden. Are you trying to speak? Because you might be muted.
I am muted. Hello. Sorry, we are looking for the Emerald Order. So Steve is looking for their commander.
Oh, well then maybe it's not an issue.
What of the accident on the road? Or what exactly occurred?
Not entirely sure. I didn't really want to get too close. It is clear that the guards have no fucking clue what they're doing, though.
I turned to Casper. Perhaps they require a detective.
We. It would be good to rekindle the old role.
Where are we going to find a
We provide
detective?
our services. Well, funny enough, before we started on this obscure adventure, Casper and I were once great detectives. And if we gain favour with the guards of Wolfwatch here, perhaps it will aid us further. Shall we go in, introduce ourselves, and see if we can be of service?
Yes, I'm just trying to remember what the new knightly order was we made.
I was going to go for we're genuinely detectives, or our OG squad.
Yeah, but I was going to try and endear them with my knighthood that I never use.
Yeah, we're detectives of the Teddington something. Teddington?
Yep, Teddington. Yeah.
We're Teddington detectives.
Yeah, you'd still have your qualification, like your little badge of.
We have a badge.
Yeah,
We
you had
have
a badge.
badges, like a PI badge.
Oh god.
I'm going to flash my badge quickly and then conceal it because it's probably a very terrible picture of me.
Look at this guy flashing his badge.
Y'all like badges?
They were qualified detectives. They you know.
But
So much I don't know about this group. It's great.
Yeah, our colours are navy blue, white and gold.
Yeah, but that's not the name of the knightly order. You know the colours.
I know the colours of my clothes.
we are the order of navy blue and gold.
How have I forgotten what my...
Didn't you guys discuss it in the channel?
That's what I'm looking for now. It's so hard to find. Oh,
That order.
with the order of sexy. What?
I think that was before. I think that was before the elf was given a seat at the table, metaphorically.
You got a,
So I don't think I was involved in that conversation.
you got like a cool sexy belt that was double sided, so you can hide it.
This is after I got healed by the elf. We decided to rebrand ourselves.
We rebranded.
Well,
Rebrand.
we wanted to get away from what we were contemplating.
Oh mate,
Wasn't it something to do with like keepers or something? Because I
Order-
just come across a post. Roll for the new unnamed order. Keeper of vows, keeper of the wild, keeper of secrets, keeper of relics.
that
Right,
was
let's let the chat decide.
yeah.
Put
well,
it in the Twitch chat. Let them decide.
there's no one there to decide.
We have 3 viewers.
Perhaps. Oh, this is terrible. This is bad.
You're the order of the keepers. There you go.
Okay, we'll be the order of the keepers.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Is that us?
That's up to you. I'm not naming your order for you.
You're making it canon if you announce yourself as one.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is bad.
It is
Let's
bad.
go with detectives for the time being until this can be resolved.
So I can think about this.
Ignore the sigil and all the knightly colours that I'm wearing. What do we put it in? It's not in the Roll20 chat, is it? Someone makes.
Kendall's going to approach them.
Yeah, someone makes small talk. Why?
I'm going to go chat with the guards.
Okay.
How many guards are present?
So there's 2 guards like barring the way on the road essentially.
Okay. I'm going to dismount and wander over calmly. Talk to them. Good day, sirs. There seems to be a commotion.
Yes. Sorry, you can't pass here.
Is
The
the
road.
entrance
While we're dealing with this, and he points behind him.
Is the entrance to Wolf's Watch closed, or is there still passage round? Yeah.
No, it's. But we don't pass round. It's we need to check for tracks, see which way the people, possible attackers went.
Oh,
I found it.
seems like quite a severe event has happened. If you don't mind me intruding and asking, what exactly occurred?
He like looks like he's about to like say something, and is honestly, mate, I don't know. I've been sent to bar the path, and other guys are looking. We don't know what's happened. There's been an attack of some sort.
Terrible to hear such things have happened in such a lovely part of the world. Is any of the commanders around? I would gladly offer my services if I can be an assistance. It's a goodwill gesture, and I'm always happy to.
Sorry, what sort of assistance can you give?
Oh, apologies. I'm a trained detective, and I'm going to present them my detective certificate. I'm from the other side of Greenland, and I'm out this way on another official business.
It's from a community college.
It's maybe a community college certificate.
You got an MVQ level 3 in detectives.
With the police test level 2.
He kind of like, I don't know whether that's legit or not, but and he like looks behind you at everyone, like all the other people that are with you, and it's like, but you guys look well armed and useful.
I'll ride up. Detective Randall, what seems to be the holdup?
Ah. Hello again, Detective Casper. Oh, this is my partner, Detective Casper.
I'll hop off Grond. I'll hold
We're
out
part
a
of
hand.
this group.
I am Detective Sir Casper Zerkoff.
Oh.
As I was just saying, Casper, these fine gentlemen seem to be guarding what seems to be a slightly large event, and I was just offering our services free of charge. We can never stand by it.
We are in a bit of a rush. If it can get us past this any quicker, then of course we'll help.
The guard's just like, did you say you were a knight?
Yes.
Oh, Knight Captain Gerald. He's just over there, and he points to the man that's kind of just overseeing the operation.
Ah, okay. Good man. I'll go talk to him. Knight Captain Gerald.
I'm going to pat the two gentlemen in the back as we walk. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your help. We'll be discreet as we go around the scene. We won't disturb anything.
I'll look
Hey,
around.
could you just leave your horses here, just so they don't stamp all over the scene.
Yes. The squire will come and grab them.
He nods his head. I'm guessing just the three of you go through rather than the entire group.
Yes.
I'm very much just hiding behind these two, but that's what I'm always doing.
Imagine you're under Casper's cloak.
Passes through the barrier, and then I just slip out like, that was nice. That was nice of them to let us through.
Yeah, I'll head over to Knight Captain Gerald, putting on my most legit knight face.
I'm going to take a deep squat near the commotion.
I got one hand like on the sword, and I've got my helmet under the other arm, walking over.
And I am just flexing my observant feet as I'm just immediately scanning the area.
Yeah, I've got my regal sash in navy blue and gold over my breastplate. Knight Captain Gerald. I call out.
He looks over. All right. What do you want?
I am.
And why you past the barrier?
I was led past by your man up there. My name is Sir Casper Zerkoff of the Keepers of the Solstice. These are my two detectives, Nickham and Randall Wilder. We've come to offer our help in this situation.
Keepers of what?
The Solstice.
Never heard of you.
No, we're a small order. Not very many. No, we have one of your members as one of our men. I believe he was trained in Wolf's Watch. Sir Stephen Oakwood.
Oakwood. Recognise the name. Don't know where from, but recognise.
Yes, we're actually looking for Knight General Erbard. Hoping to catch up with him.
Well, you'll be lucky to catch up to him before he gets to the pass. He's rallying the men. Talk of a big Wildlander army coming down. He's gathering troops.
It's a wise thing to do. We had a run-in with them in Hertfordshire a few months ago.
Yeah. Heard about the invasions over there. Heard Knight General Tidor pushed him back through past Droitwich, over the bridge.
Yes, he did. I was there.
All right. So, I can't let people pass until this thing's cleared.
Understandable. What's actually been going on?
He gestures around him. Can't you fucking see? People have been fucking killed. We're trying to figure out what's happened, who did it, and where they went.
How long have you spent on this?
Happened this morning. We came about it, maybe midday-ish. My boy's on exactly, well, you see what I'm dealing with here. Eobard's got most of the actual knights and squires, so I'm dealing with these untrained guards.
Yes,
Fucking
I can see that. Nick, what have you found out so far? I look around.
I'm probably current. I'm probably like actively like trying to stop guards from just like touching things. Just going around being like, I don't know. This is not how you investigate. Eyes first. Just look. You don't need to touch everything.
Nick, update
Please,
please.
please.
I look at Gerald. Can you rein your men in, please, Gerald? They seem to be interrupting my detectives.
yes. Oi, boys, go to the guard places. Just bar the roads. Got some actual professional detectives here. And they like look at him and go, "Come on, piss off!" And they like scutter out to the edges, so they're out of the way.
Okay, Nick.
Don't step on the motherfucker.
Yeah, one of them like actually, one of them like kicks a weapon like part way across the road and steps on one of the bodies by accident in their rush. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Nickum, your time to
No,
shine.
yeah, Nickum just swears silently in Elvish. These fucking. But yeah, yeah, Nickum is just scanning the vicinity, trying to see if there's, looking for like marks on, marks left behind on any of the bodies, or also if there's like marks on the ground to indicate how exactly these carts were upturned, or if it was just like, because I'm assuming the horses also aren't there that were pulling the carts, or are they dead too?
There's a couple of dead horses,
Okay.
but you would imagine that both carts would need like two horses to drag them. They're quite big carts, so
Mhm.
yeah, you would imagine that they'd need a couple more. So yeah, two are dead, two are missing. So
Okay. And contents. There's
contents of the
nothing
cart
in.
gone.
Yeah. Guess there's
Or
not.
at least like there's like some of the chests have been overturned, some of the contents has been like filtered out, but there's nothing like valuable or anything shiny is essentially gone.
Yeah. Okay. Any like indication of what it could have been, like what the carts could have been carrying, like any indication of what the cargo could have been, essentially.
So from what you can tell, like there's obviously there's like cloth and silk, and it looks like cloth that would be not necessarily like used to sell, but used to like wrap things. So with your kind of like wisdom intelligence, you'd probably be able to like guess that it's like valuables that we wrapped up to keep them like safe, sort of thing. But like those like cloths that are used to wrap those things has just been discarded, thrown around. So that would be like one of the carts. The other cart looks like it had a mixture of silks, which most of those silks have been like thrown out like discarded, and then also appears almost like there's some weapons on the floor, but none of them are like necessarily like good quality. So it looks like one of the carts had like weapon racks on it, so possibly weapons as well.
So possibly there were good weapons that were then replaced.
No, so like the weapons that are
Or
on the floor are like maybe like they're by some of the dead bodies, so they look like they were used by maybe some of the merchants' guards or that sort of thing.
okay. Right. So there were weapons that are no longer there. Items. Okay. What about the bodies? Is there anything that kind of indicates how they were killed, or is it just like basic battle injuries?
It definitely looks like that. Like some of them have essentially been pincushioned with arrows. Some have been slashed, either with swords, axes. Couple have like signs of caved-in skulls with hammers. So yeah, a mixture of different weapons.
Still looking more like a raid of some kind where. Although it is weird. The 2 horses are missing. I guess they just decided to take them too.
While you think, I am going to go for a piss. So 2 ticks.
2 ticks.
Let's collaborate.
And this.
I think we
Alright.
should. Awesome.
Do what?
Let's split the party into as many small groups as possible, and we can cover more ground.
Yes.
That is the go-to plan with our group. Make Ben do as much work as possible.
We're getting back to our roots, though. The detective roots.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Nickam will share all of that. Yeah. So yeah, that there is obvious signs of battle, and yeah, everything that was in these carts are now gone.
Wow.
It
Thanks,
does look
Nico.
like they were just raided. Yeah, and that there was weapons in one of them. Are there like any prominent raiders or like bandit groups in this area?
Well, you have the guys from Wildlands, and if he's making an army, they're becoming a problem.
Well, they just stole some weapons, so
I'm back.
Did they actually steal weapons from the cart?
From what like Nickim's kind of observed, it looks like there were weapon racks on one of the carts.
They're funding.
Without like actually going in and properly investigating, like this is just from Nickim looking. So if you want to find more details, you're going to have to look closer.
further. Yeah.
Okay.
This is just a periphery from passives.
Okay.
Yeah. With your passive.
Because yeah, 25 passive perception, 20 passive investigation.
Yeah.
Randall, what have you found?
Oh, I see Nickham has been covering the objects. I've been noticing a lot of footwork. I'm trying to determine how many people were involved in the scuffle, where they might have come and gone to. Randall's going to scope the ground. Again, we're going to try to see how many hoof prints they had where, how the people kind of entered from what. If you look at the directions of arrows, you get an idea of where the come from, and whether they left the same way. Those that came in, the blood patterns, did they then follow out? So yeah, I'm going to go for groundwork investigation.
Okay, roll me an investigation.
How many bodies are currently here, by the way?
So it looks like there are, looks like 6, like guard-like looking people. 2, like kind of almost a civilian-looking, possibly merchants. And yeah, so 8 total dead bodies.
It was quite heavily armoured, 6 guards to 2. In terms of ratio, but valuable items on board.
Yeah. So, with your investigation, you kind of like look a lot like the footprints, the hoof prints, all that sort of stuff. Those hoof prints and footprints definitely head north. So they head to the north side of the road rather than the south side. However, it's almost like they converged from both sides and then led north. You kind of get a gauge of numbers that maybe there's maybe a dozen or so.
On horseback.
Yes, so some were on horseback at the time, some weren't. So there are hoof prints and boot prints as well. So you don't necessarily have an idea that there might be more elsewhere, but there was roughly a dozen that struck the caravan. You get the idea that it was very much an ambush, and they took the guards by surprise very quickly, very efficiently, and it was a brutal killing. A lot of the bodies are butchered, like not just it wasn't like clean, like the sort of thing where in the night slitting throats. It was like there are deep axe blows, like multiple axe blows in bodies, heads caved in from multiple blows of hammers or maces or whatnot.
Overkill.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's not like the efficiency of like highly trained combatants. It's just brutality.
Being a
Okay, I'm gonna return to what was the knight's name again? Sorry.
Captain Gerald.
Gerald.
I'm gonna approach Captain Gerald and call him over and say, from a quick scan of the area, I think it's fair to assume that this was a premeditated pincer ambush. It came out the woodlands, probably about a dozen in total, about half or so on horseback. The tracks had led north. It was very much at a staged area. They knew exactly what they were doing. You see the blow marks here upon these skulls. They're very reminiscent of brutal tactics. Not one that you and I would fight with, but more so apt for the wildlife. I believe that these are not very civilized people. They knew what they were trying to get, and they did it with intentions, and knew exactly how to go about it. Fleeing to the north does worry me. That is what like. I know we both know that they are double the group in numbers. Next. Have you had many issues with the wildlanders recently coming this far south?
We always have issues with the wildlanders. Normally we catch them at the pass, but some have been more and more have been sneaking south, disrupting supply lines, that sort of thing. You know,
Well,
more orc bands from the mountains into the forests, lumberjacks getting killed here and there. It's not been good.
well, this was quite a high-armed set of travel. You see 6 guards here. That's quite a lot of guards for what's probably a valuable merchant. Do you know these merchants at all? What were they trading in?
Don't know that one. That one I do. It's good. He doesn't make them, but he buys and sells the weapons. Usually arms our guards and our soldiers. Yeah. So obviously now they're well armed. The sort of stuff he gets us, quality steel.
Sounds like a good man. He will be lost.
I mean, it was fucking twat, if we're honest. But, you know, he supplied us, so can't be that bad.
Most merchants are. They have their own kind. I think it's wise to follow the tracks north and see where they lead. Are you able to spare any men for a search party?
I mean, if we clear this stuff out of the way so the people can get moving, me and these untrained twats can join you, yeah.
Well, as you can see, we've got a fair company of our own. Let us give you a hand moving this out of the way so that people can go by their day. Once we're ready, we'll travel north together. Safety in numbers, I think.
Sounds good to me.
Oh,
I mean, it
Alright.
happened dawn, so they can't have gone far.
I'll head
I'm
back.
gonna call the others over and wake up.
Jimmy, Both of you, come on.
Jimmy and Jimmy, come over. Yes, boss. Yes.
You ready to make a difference?
Yeah, I'm ready.
'Cause
And like, Werewolf Jimmy's just like a little bit more somber. Yeah, I'm ready.
good man. These innocent traders have been murdered by savages from the north. We're going to go make that just.
They both nod.
Right. Boars, can you see about clearing this road with the rest of them, please?
Oh, all right, boss. You don't need me anywhere else.
If you want to fight, you can come with us as well.
He looks at his arm that's like wrapped up in bandage and. Hey, I'll stay here with Tommy, Stephen, Rachel, and
I don't blame you, boys. You fought well enough yesterday.
hey, don't get in too much combat without me.
Don't worry, boys. There'll be plenty of honor for you later.
Hey, good.
Okay.
Is everyone in the party looking fairly healthy, or is anyone else a bit shaky?
Keith is also looking pretty shit at the moment.
Keith,
Your cousins are looking healthy.
Good, they're coming.
But yeah, basically the mercenaries all fought
Yeah,
in the night, and they're all looking pretty bad.
Okay.
the mercenaries took the brunt of it.
Yeah, so Keith and Boars would like if you're trying to like keep them alive, they're probably best staying and moving stuff.
Yeah.
Squire Tommy, let's not kill Sir Steve Squire, so let's let him.
yeah, it's fine. We'll have two Jimmys and Andre, J. Ron, and Josiah.
Sounds good.
Two Jimmys and the Gypsies.
Yeah.
Jimmy and the Gypsies. Sounds like a band.
Solid band.
Right. What does the train look like? Is it is horse
Sorry,
welcome?
but I couldn't find what you were looking for.
Apparently, Alexa can't find what I'm looking for. Is the terrain friendly? Like, horse friendly?
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly like open field, mixed with like little kind of small kind of tree areas, croppings of trees. Yeah, it's not like deep forest. It's there's just like foresty cover, but mostly hilly fields. So yeah, it's horse friendly. You wouldn't be able to move as fast as you would on the road.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could ride.
Okay, I'll mount up because I imagine that, well, if they've got horses, we might need the speed.
Yeah.
Yep, same. And I'm guessing it'll be Randall survival leading for like tracks and stuff, or are we just gonna run north?
No, I'll take Kirsten on the scout, and me and her will try to follow the tracks, and Kirsten will be the go-between if I'm changing directions. So she'll be running back and forth, guiding you to me.
Because yeah, I think Nikum will just be on, like, watching perimeter as we move.
Yeah, I'll just make small
Just
talk.
eyes out.
I'll make small talk with Gerald as we ride behind the bloodhounds.
Beautiful
How
weather,
many,
right?
How many Wolfwatch guards are accompanying us?
So he'd have left two behind to help clear the road because he can't just leave Boars and Keith to do and Tommy to do that. So he'd have had himself and 6 others.
Cool.
So like, as he's riding alongside you, first of all, Randall, roll advantage or survival, please, to track.
Advantage or survival.
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
Same.
There we go. Solid.
Hey.
As you're like following Randall with like Hircine helping and Nickim's also giving a hand in. Yeah, the Knight Captain Gerald like leans in. So, this nightly order you're part of.
Yeah.
What's it about?
We are here to defend all the people of Green March and, by extension, the rest of the world from the evil influences of lost and dead gods in the name of Rowena.
Why the fuck didn't you just join the fucking Emerald Order? That's what we do.
I was part of the Emerald Order, so Sir Steve Oakenwood.
Yeah, you mentioned him. Was he the guy that was flopping over his saddle back there?
He is. We had a vicious fight with a demonic entity a day ago. He has not fared too well from it.
Alright, fairs.
We ride to find your Knight General. Actually, he says. So Steve says, Knight General Urbard is a good man and can be trusted.
Yeah. Any one of us would follow him into the depths of hell. Great man.
That's good to know. We have quite dire news to share with him, but well, I just hope he is as trustworthy as you all say.
And I'm guessing you're not going to share that with me.
Not at this time, but if hopefully your Knight General will be able to share it with you and bring you alongside as well. An ally such as yourself will be a great boon in the days to come.
He shrugs. I'll go where the General sends me. I'll kill who the General tells me to kill. Mostly wildlanders, but, you know, pretty much only wildlanders for the last fucking 10 years, but who am I to complain?
They bring it upon themselves, I found.
Uncivilized bastards, eh?
Well, hopefully, if we can convince your Knight General, we'll give you some more just foes to defeat.
By all means. Been itching for a fight, especially after babysitting these fuckers. And he like gestures behind to the guards that are most of them don't look comfortable in the saddle. Some of them look very like green behind they are like they're not very experienced.
Knight Captain, you are very you're not what I expected a Knight Captain to be like, to be honest.
He shrugs. Experience gets you somewhere in the order.
Have you got Cascadian blood?
I don't know, maybe. We've all got it round here, right?
To a degree. Apart from him, I point down to Nickum.
Oh yeah. He's a true native, right?
He's a true native, but he's deadlier than any of us.
Ah.
I would
He don't
say,
look-
not to look at, no.
He looks like a cute, cuddly little teddy bear.
That's what he wants you to believe. But I'd sleep with one eye open if he was your enemy.
Good thing you're not, eh?
No. No, we I would say we're brothers of the same goal.
Good to hear. Hey, he's gonna call forward to Randall. Oi, Archer. It's a weird-looking beast you've got there.
What? This beast?
Yeah. Funky looking, isn't it?
She's one of a kind. We've come across many different occult, obscure things throughout our travels and time. Quite a few of them have got evil intentions, and a lot of the other ones have surprised me today. And I'm going to turn to one of the other Jimmies and give him a smile. You'll be surprised what you pick up when you face the other side. But this girl, yeah, seeing she's been loyal to me. Don't let her startle you, men, but I'll tell them to keep their distance just in case. She is trained, don't worry.
Yeah. A wild beast, though, right?
Wow. A wild beast that you can trust. Sometimes I think she's more loyal than most men I've met. She saved my life more than most.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong there. Yeah. You
Probably
do
got
look,
a strong.
you do look like a bunch of strays, though. I'll give you that.
We are an odd order. That's true. We were true to this. We are true to the same goals of the. But we do fight, an even harsher fight. One that most men wouldn't bear to see. It takes a certain strong type of stomach to see the things we've seen and keep on going. We fight for good fights. We are agents of Ruel.
He kind of like takes a deep sigh. He goes, "Fuck me, you guys are dramatic."
Jasper laughs.
And Nickum kind of like turns and does a like, right? Just shakes his head and carries on writing. Like,
At which
finally
point
someone
he's
said
gonna-
it.
Randall's gonna go, wait, over there.
Casper just thinks back to the demon he was bear hugging not a day ago.
I mean, I'm not saying you guys don't have a right to be dramatic here, but
I
We
look
live in
off
dramatic-
mid-distance for an uncomfortable length of time.
We're brooding.
As he's looking off, Nickum just sort of leans over on his horse. He does this from time. Don't worry about it. He does that.
oh, I'll just put it down to a Cascadian thing.
That's the dwarf toss.
Bit of this, bit of that.
You're like, you just see he shakes his head. It's just a Cascadian, an elf, Emerald Order Knight, bunch of
And this
gypsies.
fucker, yeah.
Fuck's
It's a weird. It's a. I wish I could explain it, but honestly, I can't.
When it works, it just works.
Okay. After a good bit of tracking, you're getting into like late afternoon. So like the sun's starting to set, lights getting a bit dimmer, and like here seeing kind of like stops, and you see the first wisps of like a fire over the next couple of hills.
Tell the men to stop.
Randall, Nickum, do you want to go up ahead and see?
We will. We'll also take Josiah with us. If things get a little bit frantic, we'll send them back for reinforcements.
We'll be ready to run in.
Split the party once more.
Damn you fuckers!
You know what?
Trademark.
I'll take half the party. If we don't make it, I'll take half. And you'll send half the party to meet them, and then they might pass. Then you can catch up and go.
Are we doing what we did before? Is like I'll take some one way, you take some the other way, and we'll like pincer it around, and then.
No, you're just going up to scout the camp out and come back.
We find a ridge. Okay, we go into the bridge.
Okay, roll me stealth checks.
On it.
Nice.
Hey,
You
you
want one
finally.
for Josiah as well,
I've just rolled for Josiah.
or okay.
I finally
sure.
rolled well.
I mean,
You finally rolled well.
I don't think you could.
No, I mean like most of my stealth checks, I always roll
Oh.
like relatively low. Everything else I roll really well, but stealth checks have always been
You
really.
got a plus 12 to the roll.
Yeah, and like most of my stealth checks in game are not above a 20. Which.
Yeah. Okay. You got to sneak up to a ridge that's overlooking. You immediately see the camp being set up. They're kind of like in the tail end of setting up the camp, so the fire's like just started getting going. They appear to be like roasting a couple of rabbits over the fire. Nick, him, you easily like do a little scan. You count. There's 13 men, men and orcs. So there's a mixture of humans, dwarves, and orcs in the band, and they are definitely wildlanders. Mixture of weaponry, some with bows, some with axes and hammers, and there is one particular large-looking orc in the middle.
Does he have 4 arms?
He does have 4 arms.
That
Yes.
damn bastard!
Treat. How did he get over here?
I mean, there are multiple orcs with 4 arms, but
Well,
It's just that orc.
you don't know.
I think what they're asking.
Randall, you can't necessarily see that well, whether it is, but Nikim, you see a 4-armed orc in the middle. He's kind of like they've like almost like set up a tent for him, and he appears to be wiping his meaty-looking warhammer.
Meaty-looking hands. Okay.
So yeah, there's 13. They've all got mounts. There appear to be 2 extra mounts compared to the mounts that would be needed for them.
I'm guessing the horses are all kind of to one side, like tied up grazing.
Yes, exactly.
hmm.
There appear to be like 2 guys that are kind of like on watch, one on either side of the camp, but the others appear to be settling down, getting bed rolls out, and getting ready to turn in.
What's the terrain of the camp? So we're obviously on a ridge. Are they
So
lower?
so it like kind of like goes down, flattens out, and it kind of like stays flat for a while before there's a bit of tree line.
Is it flat? Let's say west and east as well.
Fairly, yeah. It's like it's a little bit like up and down. So like small kind of raises in the terrain, but not like the hill that you're on.
Is it a dense woodland or is it fairly plain?
It's not. No, it's not a dense woodland. No.
How many
But-
horses
Hmm.
have
But
you got?
woodland, all the same.
You've got a horse each, so you've got 3 for you guys, 3 for Andre J. Ron, or 2 horses and a camel.
Thank you.
And then 7 horses for Gerald and his men.
Oh, what? They're all mounted. Oh, excellent.
They are.
Okay.
Mounted charge.
Nice.
Excellent. Right. I propose, Randall, you're gonna want to set up on the hillside, aren't you, with your bow?
I'll take my archer cousin with me. Nickum, do you fare well with the bow? Or would you rather be in the action?
I am better with a. I don't like being in the middle of the action, so I'm fine with staying back with the bow.
Okay.
Okay.
You 3 take the hillside. I'll take. No, Captain. If you can take your men down the right-hand flank and separate them from the horses, keep them from mounting up.
Well, hold on. What are you proposing here?
What-
I will say, the guys I'm with. I mean, you saw them riding earlier. If you're proposing a cavalry charge, they ain't up to it.
You know your men better than I. Would you like to lead them on the ground then? And I'll take our mounted
Not a
elements.
jar.
And
If you're,
what is that, Randall?
I was going to say, if your men aren't as confident in a charge, all they have to do is surround the exit. If they were to put up curved defense, and then the cavalry charge leads them into it, they're going to be there on the ready, with almost like a shield wall. So as the gypsy cavalry charge comes in, all they have to do is just wallop their escape.
I mean, like, we can manage something like that. Just, you know, proper cavalry charge, we're not going to be able to manage.
No, fair enough.
Like, you know, is a frontal assault really the best thing?
Well, I mean,
Well, would you rather I'd slit their throats while they sleep?
I mean, I might be a knight, but I don't fucking care. They're wildlanders. They just murdered a bunch of people.
yeah. I mean, I can't really see the benefit of doing any flanking actions with them. We want to consolidate our troops, stay as one unit. Really.
You know, you could go in, try and slit their throats. If they fucking wake up, then we can fucking charge in. You know?
I mean, I believe the people who try and slit their throats will probably be dead by the time any of us get there.
I think me and Nick
I can definitely slip out if shit does go sideways. I can definitely slip out. I hope Randall can do the same.
As long as they don't get on horses quick enough, we could probably get out. If horses were taken care of, we
What the
could
fuck
get.
is that? You've got that thing! And he points to his skin.
I'm afraid I don't ride them.
No, I mean, like, fucking hell, if you're trying to escape, she can just fucking pounce on him, right?
Look, we
She's
have
there to defend, not to give her life.
we have the darkness to cover us.
Nick and myself and Hirsing could get in there, take out the High Chief, stop him from rallying the troops and ruining their morale. My concern is
four-armed
their
fucker.
horses. If they mount their horses, our escape through the woodland before you guys could get the reinforcements.
I mean, if you can just take out their fucking sentries, then we can probably walk up, not necessarily worrying about making too much noise and get them while they're fucking waking up.
Okay, yeah, good point. Randall,
Once
Nick,
they
you
do that,
take the
Check out the
sentry.
guard.
If you take the sentries and
Yeah,
retreat
good
back
point.
into an overwatch with your bows, we'll wait on the edge of the tree line, and the moment they're gone, we'll go in and take them down.
Sounds good. We'll leave Josiah on the overwatch to help our retreat in case they do catch up to us, Nick.
Good man. I'll go up with human. Just be ready to run in should you get caught.
Hell yeah. I like this
Oh.
plan.
Okay, Knight Captain. When we go in, if you can make your men's primary goal is to stop them getting to the horses,
Yeah, they'll set up a shield wall around it. That's fine.
and we'll use that as our rallying point. And if say we do have to fall back, we'll be able to use their horses to escape.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. If all shit hits the fan, rally on the men protecting the horses, and we pull back using their own horses.
All right.
Easy.
Okay. Randall, Nickum, you're up.
Right. And the signal shall be by sound, or would you like visual aid?
Hopefully we see.
Don't wait. Don't fucking have to, right?
Are you going to be able to see us in the night?
If not, just make an owl sound.
Fucking perfect.
Gasper plonks on his scary helmet.
Oh, nice. Yes.
My stealth. I don my stealth attire.
Your Black Arrow persona is out.
I don't need to know. That's a
Alright.
nice.
Both of you roll me further stealth checks, please.
This shall be advantages. This shall be superiority die for me. Because I don't want to mess this one up. No, that's a 13 from me.
26.
I've rolled their perceptions, so. Nikim, you loop round. You've probably got slightly more mobility than Randall. You're a bit quicker on the feet. On your feet, so you loop round to the northern side where that sentry is, and you easily sneak up behind, to the side of him. He's just looking off to the side, and you just come up, straight, slitting throats. He's gone.
Hell yeah.
You like gently lower his body to the floor so he doesn't make a sound.
Kiss him on the forehead.
and you retreat back into the shadow. Randall, you approach the other one and you step on a twig on your way there and you got freeze. He looks in your direction. The orc, he like stands up, begins to like move towards where you are. Like he's like, you see him like squinting, and then luckily for you, you've got Hircine with you, and Hircine like kind of like sneaking up on the other side, kind of goes, and he like looks over to the other side, and you basically like use that opening to straight through the throat, and you quickly run up to like stop him from like hitting the deck hard. You again lower him to the floor. You were very lucky. He rolled a freaking 12 on his perception check.
That's superiority die, man.
Yeah, that's why it's there.
So yeah, you managed to take out the sentries. No one in the camp is awake.
Shall I signal, or are we going to keep slitting throats for fun?
You're on your own, so it's your decision.
How far away was everyone going to be, roughly?
I'm guessing they'd be over the crest of the hill.
Yeah,
so.
we're just in a safe like staging area waiting for.
Alright, now stick to the plan. There's no reason to put myself at risk.
That's the signal. It will
As
stay
I
quiet.
start making my way back to the Overwatch.
Let's go, boys. Casper.
Are you approaching quietly at least?
Yeah, Casper's kind of stealthily approaching. He's not like hiding in bushes, but he's trying to walk soft-footed.
Okay. Roll a stealth check just to see how well you do. And I will roll for.
This is why you wear a breastplate. Oh, my name's Sir Steve. I need to have a full suit of plate armor to be safe. I'm a knight.
Cool. The lowest stealth for all the fellow guards was a 12, so they're actually fairly quiet. And then everyone else, it's just J-Ron and Andre, right?
J-Ron.
Oh,
While I'm heading back to the Overwatch, I'm going to send Hircine over to Casper.
Yeah,
J-Ron is silent as the night.
Yeah.
as we're like approaching, I'm kind of like pointing like for like tents. Now I can see the tents for like guys to like head towards and stab Abba.
Hircine will be by your heel for the time. Casper, you're his closest trusted.
Okay. I'm going to say J-Ron and Andre's... J-Ron balances Andre out. So your group stealth is actually going really well. You are like a band of
Shadows.
grim reapers right now.
Shadows in the night.
You are just moving stealth. It's soft, nice. Like it's springtime. The ground's soft underfoot. It's not like squelchy. It's just that right sort of ground for you moving stealthily. Dulls your footsteps. The only person wearing like any sort of like heavy armor is Gerald, but he seems he knows what he's doing. He's a well practiced man, and he might not be as stealthy as some of you guys, but he knows how to take light steps and move without breaking his armor.
Casper's got his broadsword in one hand and his warhammer in the next, and like his big bear helmet.
Yeah. Nikim and Randall, what are you like? Nikim, are you joining the gang going in, or are you staying on the outskirts?
I was kind of waiting, just watching the group get closer, basically. Because yeah, if the group does reach the camp, then I don't think I would join Randall. I'd actually probably I want to slit some throats. So that's where the road goes. I just go wherever I'm most helpful.
Nickum, you want to get a hammer because I'm going to be banging some heads in.
Nah, I'll stick with the dagger across the throat, so even if they do wake up, they can't scream.
I like it.
Casper smash.
So the 6 guards kind of move off to the side to the horses. That leaves you two, Knight Captain Gerald, and J-Ron and Andre.
What up to Jimmy?
Yeah, and Jimmy.
Oh yeah, and Jimmy. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it's me, Jimmy, and Jimmy.
Yeah, I don't actually have Jimmy's sheet statted out, so I had to roll for it.
He probably got a 16, I reckon.
I mean, he did. He got 15. Werewolf Jimmy, he did. He got a 14. So it was all kind of middle of the ground, so fairly stealthy. So yeah, you guys get to like the first sleeping people. Do you like just like split off and each go for a 1 person each?
Yeah.
Randall, what are you doing? You just like Overwatch?
I'm overwatching with Josiah because we want to be ready for when people start. If anyone wakes up and you see them get out of 10, or if someone grabs a weapon, it's going to be the first person to notice commotion is getting shut down.
Okay.
If anyone comes out their tent from the other side, go,
Oh, I think I'm going to have a late night piss.
yeah.
Right, so, I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can take out 7 in one go, basically. Oh no, 8. I'm not counting Josiah. My bad. Yeah, 8 in one go.
Oh, that's good.
So, but I will need a stealth check each time you kill someone.
Yeah, we'll do it, mate.
Yeah, so it's easy enough to slit a sleeping man's throat,
Let's go.
you know, or plunge them in. So let's get some stealth checks going.
Okay, Casper, stealth.
Easy. Your marine days have kicked in. You're just like straight in, cover the mouth, done.
It's a low roll for Nickum.
I like to think he just goes for the full grasp of the neck.
I'm just going dodge for Dania. Just snapping the neck.
Nickim, like not quite as
Not as quiet. Yeah.
not quite as quiet. Like he like you like as you put your hand over his mouth, he struggles a little bit, but you slit the throat and it doesn't make too much noise to raise any alarm. All right, now to our NPCs.
Oh. Come on, Jimmy.
Okay. Gerald does okay.
Gerald's a good man.
Josiah. J-Ron.
J-Ron. Yay! Andre.
I mean, Andre.
Andre is a big fella.
Hang on, isn't
His stealth is literally just slamming with a shield.
Isn't Josiah up on the hillside anyway?
Yeah, Josiah's with me overwatching. He's double man archer.
Jimmy Three Fingers. I knew Jimmy would come in clutch.
Hell yeah.
And Jimmy the Werewolf rolled a solid flat 18.
Nice.
So,
It's gonna be Andre who gives us away.
He looks. You see him like look to you guys before he does it. He's a little bit unsure of himself because, I mean, the guy's like he's a lumberjack, and you guys are like throw him in the deep end with slitting throats in the night.
He's a werewolf.
I mean,
This is hazing. This is part of the ritual.
like you see his eyes glint in the night, and he like looks at you a little bit worried, but then he just steals himself and kills the guy. However, I am going to roll a D100 because Andre is not the stealthiest guy.
Andre.
He's a lovable giant, but he would have crushed someone's head with a skull. That's all he would have had.
Andre puts their sock in their mouth so they don't scream, and then smashes their head in.
Yeah, I mean, Andre's stealth kill, he raised one of his shields and just slams it down.
His stealth is bang.
Randall, you see on the other side, as Andre slammed his shield into this guy's face, he starts to get up and he looks over, roll an attack.
Oh,
Just eyes on the attack with me as well.
come on.
Okay.
Oh, Autumn. Ah, is that the name of your bow? Ah.
Yeah, it was an autumn yew
Ah.
wood, so I thought I'd call it autumn.
I'd love to have a special weapon, like a magical one.
I mean, both hit. The guy's unarmored. He's been sleeping. Josiah's not hitting with a dagger. He is hitting with a short bow. But I
Throwing
didn't
a
have
dagger 60 foot.
It was a really looping throw. Right?
It's going to come down in a few minutes. I threw that shit before I came in the room.
I feel like it'd be more than 4 piercing.
It would be, but I'm playing +4 to that. It's fine. 8. I mean, like 24 plus 8. I mean, yeah, 32 damage. I mean, that's plenty. Like arrow falls back.
As
You
we're getting up, I'm looking at Andre who's made the noise, and I'm like, "You go over with the guards."
He's like holding his shield.
There's just blood dripping off the bottom of his shield.
Bits of flesh as well. So not good.
By my count, there's only 3 of them left alive.
Yeah, so that one with the arrows,
Oh,
Jimmy,
sorry.
3 years, Andre,
2 are left.
J-Rod,
2 alive.
Nikim, Casper, and Gerald. So you've killed 8.
8 plus the 2 guards,
And there were
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
and plus the
So
one
there
that
are-
they just shot.
There are 3 remaining, yes, including the big bastard that's in charge.
Okay.
He's in his tent in the middle.
Right.
So who's taking the remaining 2 that are outside the tent?
Jimmy. I point to Jimmy to take one.
Which one? Jimmy Three Fingers or Jimmy the Werewolf?
Jimmy and Jimmy can take both of them. The rest of us are going in the tent.
Yeah. Nah, bring him out. Bring the big guy out, mate.
Well, he's going to come out when he starts going mental at us.
I don't want to shoot through a tent.
I'll lead the way into the big guy's tent.
The Jimmys dispatch the remaining 2 with solid and quiet efficiency.
Excellent. I enter the tent.
I was gonna just like bring some logs from like the nearby fire and just check out on the tent to set
No,
it on fire
we have-
and see him run out.
We have to do this properly. This is about justice.
All right. So what are you doing?
I'm,
What are you doing? What equates to justice to
I'm,
Casper?
I'm going to quietly enter the tent.
Okay.
Burn him alive.
Is he asleep?
He is asleep. He's snoring very loudly, and his meaty-looking warhammer is propped up to the tent pole.
Oh.
Grab the warhammer. I stand over his head. I look down on him with the hammer raised and shout, "I am Ruana's justice!" and then pop his head like a watermelon.
I mean, just roll me an attack roll. Just because...
Oh no. Oh no!
Oh no!
I mean, he was prone.
Ah, he was prone, yes! That's
Okay.
rules.
Okay.
Roll me damage just to see.
That's my one-handed hammer, so...
Okay. I mean, I'm guessing you're not the only person in there, right?
No, I mean,
Everyone just.
the Knight Captain's coming after me as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, if Nickham had a phone, he'd probably be recording this. And yeah, Nickham's just there to watch.
Yeah, you like smash it down on his head. You don't hit with as much force as like maybe you're used to. Like you were trying to get the aiming right, the accuracy was more important. And he like grabs like your ankle with one of his forearms, and like reaches out for the other, and then Gerald just pierces with his sword. Nickham comes in with his dagger, and it's like a butchering in the night. Like this guy is just getting stabbed and stabbed multiple people.
Jamelon's just stabbing him even though he's dead. Just keep shivering him.
Yeah.
Randall's on the hillside just yelling, "Come out, you coward!"
And yeah, you dispatch the four-armed orc, which when you put a torch like that, it's not the same four-armed orc. It's not nowhere near as big
Damn it.
as the one that you met over the other side of Green March.
They all look the same.
Racism.
Racist.
Very racist.
These damn orcs.
Wasn't he like an orange orc as well before round one?
Well, this one's dark. We can't tell what colour he is.
In the torchlight, this one is green. Gora was he was like a brown skinned orc.
I look at the Knight Captain. I believe we have found your culprits.
I think you have. And well, justice. And he like holds the torchlight up to the hammer that is in your hand, and you notice it's it's made of a kind of like almost a very like pale how would I describe this? Almost like pale marbly sort of color.
God's bone.
Sort of a little bit like bone, yeah.
No, it's not God's. It's not Saint's bone.
It's a little bit like bone.
Oh.
Is it like an old moonstone or like
A moonstone.
It is.
moonstone? Yeah, moonstone.
That yeah.
Moonstone.
Moonstone has like kind of like vein, like a
Yeah.
dark kind of like snowflake pattern veins for it. Ah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like quite crude. It's almost like a slab of moonstone that's been like sharpened at one end. It's
Cool.
it's not like the most like well made, but it's made out of moonstone, which is obviously a rare
Is that
material.
just the head and then
Just the head.
and
Yeah.
it's mounted on like a shaft?
Yes, indeed.
I will call it. Has it got a name?
You have no idea. You just killed the guy that owned it, so
I will call it. I will call it Justice.
you will call it justice.
Just.
God damn it.
Well, yours to keep, that is.
It's a fine weapon. Hopefully, I can continue to use it on our enemies.
Alright. We best rest up here before we go meet up with the rest of your group. I'm sure they've already cleared the road.
Hopefully, yes. What will you do now? Will you stay out in the wilds, or are you returning to Wolf's Watch?
No, I'm heading to Nine Swords. Gotta recruit some more guys for Bard.
It's a shame. I would have liked to have spent the time with you on the road a bit longer.
As I. You're a good bunch. I'll give you that.
And your boys held their own at the stables. They did not run, I think, so...
No, good thing they didn't have to do much.
Well, it's blooded them, though, at least. To a certain extent.
Yeah, they've witnessed some bloodshed.
Yeah, it make it a bit healthier. That would help them in the long run.
Well, I've got to go raise an army, so let's eat. At least they had some rabbit on the fire.
Yeah, tuck in. Yeah, I'll spend the night with them, making small talk, and I'll just mention to him that we intend to go find Night. Before, like, we part ways, I'll just say, like, I hope to see you again in the Knight General's army.
Yeah, you know, hopefully I'll see you with the pass.
Aye. And we'll chat, laugh, sing, cry.
Clean your weapons and get some well-earned rest.
Yeah.
Apart from Andre almost spoiling the whole operation.
What?
Can we have a look through these stolen weapons?
Yeah, so obviously they're nothing like special, but they're just well-made, newly forged weapons essentially. They've got them in like a bundle on some of the saddlebags that would have been on the horses. You see, the spare horses that they took from the carts were used essentially as pack horses.
Is there anything? I'm just imagining our new Jimmy probably isn't overly well equipped as he was lumberjack.
He's got his woodcutter's axe.
Can we armor him up a little bit? Is there some
Probably
stuff around to make?
take some hide armor, some leathers that you might be able to wangle together to fit him from the orcs and the men and the dwarves.
Can we take the horses, or is the Knight Commander taking those? Or the Knight Captain, sorry.
He'd definitely take the horses from the carts back, and he'd probably, I mean, there's 15 horses there. He can claim half. You can take the rest.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. If we can take half, then we can put that in our caravan.
7 for him, 6 for you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He wouldn't. He'd obviously retrieve all the goods and the weapons though. That would be
because that kind of belongs to them anyways. That was gonna be sold to them by the
No, I'm happy. We'll rejoin the caravan and make our way to Wolf's Watch.
Hoorah!
Bid for Bill. Sayonara.
No, still Team 6 right now. We just took out the threat.
I was kind of hoping
Nothing to
for.
report.
Casper hasn't been in like a straight up like battle for ages, so he's just desperate to do like a frontal assault on someone. Excellent. Right.
Mickham is perfectly fine with this. It's like taking people out with no like resistance, easy.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna get the hammer handled in Wolf's Watch.
Yeah.
I get like a nice ornate one. Spend maybe 2,000 silver pieces on it. I want one that people will tell stories
What's it
of.
going to be made up of?
Gold. Pure gold. It'll be really soft.
Oh, did the orc outside of the hammer? Did the orc have anything in the tent?
I mean, he had like a couple of bags of silver and like coppers and gems and stuff. Not much. They were a raiding party. They weren't like carrying much wealth. But if you're looting, if you're taking that, then you would acquire yourself essentially 60 silver pieces worth of gems and silver.
Casper.
And
Casper would
Look
stand
me
there
up.
like,
Yeah.
hand over.
Nickum is just like, yeah. As mainly Nickum is just curious, always searching for shit. So yeah, after finishing off his like stab pattern that he's been doing on the orc's chest, yeah, just been like stabbing a smiley face in the center.
Smiley face.
At your calling card.
Then yeah, bring the pouch back and hand it over to Casper because I don't get money in this party. That's just the established rule.
It's okay.
Uh,
We'll have a shopping spree when we get to Wolf's Watch. Whatever you need. Excellent. I'm happy, and we're going to fast travel to Wolf's Watch.
Yes.
Now that Brandon's coming back for the next session, we will fast travel now.
Nickum, I've got great plans for you in Wolf's Watch. We're going to go to the church, and you're going to get blessed by a priest. And
What the fuck?
Because you're cursed.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
not a bad idea. I
Right.
could at least cloak
I'm-
you a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to go and get blessed for the battle to come. It's going to be great.
I'm going to be the one.
should I then maybe get
Baptized.
changed to another outfit?
Maybe. We're going to have to baptize you first. And we're going to sing hymns and say stuff.
Oh yeah, and you I said that, didn't I? Or did I say that last session?
Oh,
Level up.
Beta just sent me what justice is, and it's a right bastard.
Yeah, because did you guys level up last session, or did you not?
Nah, we had a Christmas level up.
That was it. Yeah. So you guys can level up now.
Excellent. Happy days. Right. I'm going to shut down the stream. Goodbye, stream people who are watching. I don't know why, but bye.
Just me.